My brother found me my first job in a restaurant while I was still at school. At weekends, I earned a little extra pocket money whilst enthusiastically burning, overcooking, and generally ruining the hotel's expensive ingredients. To tell you the truth, I loved every minute of it. The atmosphere in the kitchen was electrifying. The noise, the camaraderie, the structured chaos. And then those moments of intense concentration when hours of preparation came together in a finished dish that was destined for a guest table. Around that time, a new magazine called Chef was launched, and one edition featured the legendary Roux brothers. I was captivated by their food, their passion, and their pursuit of excellence. From that moment on, I was hooked. Although I never worked for the Roux brothers, I was fortunate enough to begin my professional training at Le Manoir 4 Saisons under Monsieur Raymond Blanc, one of Britain's most brilliant chefs and also one of the greatest teachers. I spent 2 years there and also won MOGB, Mele Ouvrier de Grande-Bretagne, Young Chef of the Year award. Monsieur Blanc then sent me to Paris to work with the legendary Georges Robuchon at Jamin, at that time one of the most celebrated restaurants in the world. A moment when he won Gomeo Chef of the Century. I spent another 2 years there, eventually becoming his sous chef. Returning to London, I became head chef for Marco Pierre White at Harvey's, all the while searching for a site with my business partner David Moore. We eventually found the property on Charlotte Street and opened Pied-à-Terre on the 16th of December 1991. Within a year, we had earned our first Michelin star. 3 years later, at the age of 29, we were awarded our second. It remains my proudest moments of my professional life. At the height of our success, I surprised David by announcing that I wanted to leave. There were several reasons. One was that I was about to get married and had noticed that many great chefs seemed less successful in their personal lives than in their professional ones. Another was the growing anxiety that I might wake up one day at the age of 60 and discover that I had spent my entire adult life in a basement kitchen in Charlotte Street. As a child, I had spent countless hours poring over atlases and dreaming of distant places. Now I wanted to see them. Better still, I wanted to live in them. What followed was a nomadic journey that took me from London to India, back to France in Cannes, then to Marrakesh, Moscow, and eventually to what felt like a return to Eden, here in Costa Rica. Throughout all these changes, and the occasional moments of uncertainty that accompanied them, three things have remained constant: the love of a wonderful partner, the friendship of some extraordinary people, and my passion for gastronomy. Cooking has introduced me to remarkable guests, suppliers, colleagues, and friends. It has also served as an excellent antidote to my occasional misanthropic tendencies. So here I am, several decades later, still the same enthusiastic and slightly socially awkward young cook who feels most at home in a kitchen. It is a world I understand. The outside world often seems rather mad by comparison. Despite the countless variables that can affect any working day, I still enjoy the feeling that in the kitchen, life unfolds according to the principles I recognize: discipline, responsibility, craftsmanship, and attention to detail. I understand the science of cooking. I have a fair idea of what my guests enjoy, and I've often been accused of being a perfectionist. I continue to do my very best work. Looking back, I cannot think of a better way to have spent a life, and I look forward to sharing some of that experience with you in the lessons that follow.